Hello all, welcome to oratrainings.com. In this session, we'll discuss about the architecture of Oracle Apex. Let's get into the agenda. We'll try to understand what is the layers of Oracle Apex and the main component of Oracle Apex, nothing but we call it as a RAD stack and the developer components. So Oracle Apex is a database centric application in which, will not have any web-based components. I mean to say, like, we doesn't need to design any HTML page or a JavaScript page kind of thing. Whatever we design, it's a browser-based rapid application development environment, and all the information will be stored in the database tables. Okay, and that's the reason it is quite fast, and that's the reason it does not require any coding. And here, if you observe the below diagram, it's a very simple three-tier architecture. The request will be sent from the browser to the middle tier, nothing but the ORDS layer. And then from the ORDS layer, it will be sent to the Apex engine. And from there, it will further hit the respective data source. Let us say when you access any of the Apex page, the first thing is it will send a request to the ORDS layer, which is nothing but the middle tier. And this ORDS layer is depends upon the number of application server. It can be Oracle, it can be Apache one, or it can be a Glassfish server, or it can be a WebLogic. It depends upon the what kind of Apex environment we use. Nothing but if it is a production based environment, it's a not development based environment, or it can be a number of stuff. It depends upon like which kind of engine it uses in the Apex middle tier. And next one is when a request is sent to the ORDS layer, it will process it and it will send that particular request to the database. Nothing but first of all, it will send to Apex, and from there it will hit the respective data source, and then the response will be sent back again from the ORDS, nothing but the middle tier, and then to the browser. Okay, so this is how the request flows from a browser to the database. And here, if you observe, the major important components of the Oracle Apex are three things. One is ORDS, other one is the Apex engine, and the database. So what is exactly this ORDS? ORDS is nothing but Oracle REST Data Services. It's a Java application that enables developers to design the REST web services by just using the SQL-based coding. We don't need to design any, if at all, if you want to create any REST API, REST service, it does not need to write any Java code or a Python code kind of thing. You just simply design based on a table, we can just simply design the REST APIs. Nothing but let us say, I have a query called select star from EMB. Now I want to design a web service REST API, which will extract all the records available in the EMB table. That's it. By just using this query, I can design a REST service which generates all the data. Okay, that's what ORDS is all about. Nothing but generating REST APIs based on the SQL queries. Next one is Apex, the real engine of the Oracle Apex, nothing but Apex environment. So what does this Apex will do? So Apex receives the REST request, whatever we receive it, and this is the one which is responsible for rendering the page in the browser. Nothing but as we discussed that whatever the page which we create, that metadata will be stored in the database table, right? So there should be some engine which will process those particular data which is available in the metadata table and render that as a web page in the browser. So Apex engine is the one which is responsible for that particular purpose. Next one is Oracle database. This is a place where all your transactional data as well as your Apex metadata will get stored. So that's three layers Oracle RAD stack, which is the major important component of the Oracle Apex. And the metadata driven, what does it mean? So as we discussed that whatever the components, it can be either page or a report which you create in the Apex, they will get stored in the table. There is no file concept now for the Apex components. It's pure metadata driven concept, and the set of tables, the set of pages or a report definition will get stored in the tables. Okay, and as we know that now, let us say when you have a larger number of components, we may think that how many requests it will be sent to the database, and it may hit the performance kind of thing, right? So Oracle has taken care of all those things, and it will make sure that the number of requests which it will send to the database are very less, and it maintains the set of information in the maintains the session information transparently between your browser as well as the database perfectly. And all the processing will be performed by the PL SQL engine, because that's a major complicated logic which will be taken care of by PL SQL. Because SQL, we know that it can, using SQL, you cannot perform any iterative logic, you cannot perform any conditional logic, right? So when you say Oracle database, PL SQL is a major set of programming layer which deals all set of these particular functionalities, right? And as the data is directly updated by the database, and there is no compilation, there is no bouncing kind of concept, simply update, refresh your page, that's it. You'll see the response in the page. And a single API call invokes all of the necessary data processing based on the metadata definition in a single request rather than requiring multiple calls. So as we know that your particular data will be stored in the database, as your particular page definition is also stored in the database. So it will not make multiple calls. One is for the page rendering, one is for the database data purpose. It will just make use of a single call in which it will get the page metadata as well as your transactional data also. And the hierarchy of the components, like when you want to design any component in Oracle Apex, how does as a developer we need to start, right? So the first basic component which you deal with Oracle Apex is the workspace, right? So workspace is the, like when you want to design any of the component in the Oracle Apex, the first thing is you require a workspace, nothing but it's a private database within your Oracle database, which will be allocated where your particular metadata information will get stored. And under the workspace, you have to create application, right? So under the application, you have to create your particular set of pages, or it can be reports. So again, pages are subdivided into component and feature, but basically under the application, you can create your particular form or a report or a login page or a theme selection or a plugin or a map or a chart. There are many number of things. So basically workspace, application, and page. It's a 3 layers. Under the page, you can have your particular set of basic level of components. Okay, so let us just navigate to the browser and let us see how it looks like. So the first thing is like now, if I want to navigate to my Apex, what I have to do is apex.oracle.com and click on sign in. And now you need to mention a workspace, right? We have to mention a workspace and mention the username, password, and just click on sign in. So once you sign in, of course, I would have mentioned something wrong. Let me try again. Okay, let's wait for some time, I think. Okay, so now when we log into the page, the first thing what we are seeing here is the workspace, right? Now here it tells you what is a workspace also. Now this is a username and this is a workspace name. Okay, now if you want to create any page, what is the first thing you have to do? We need to create application. App builder is a component, developer component, using which we can create application. Under the application, you can create a page. Let us design one sample application. Now here, if you see, I'm creating an application now. So I'll just say application, Apex application 02. Now under the application, I can create pages. Okay, so we have, by default, you'll have a page. Let us go with the default, nothing to create as of now. Let's create application. Okay, now this application is having pages, right? Can you see? It shows one global desktop page, one home page, as well as login page. I'll just click on run. Okay, we just need to run the application so that we can see the result. So now it is our application login. I'll just click on sign in, right? So this is how Oracle page, Apex page look like. Let us say if you want to create a page, right? When you click on create page, it shows the diversified set of functions, the set of components which are available. Like as we discussed, in a page, you have page type. It can be either component or a feature. In the component, the major things are report and a form. Under the report, if you click on report, it shows a different set of reports which are there. And similarly, when you click on form, it shows the different set of forms which are available. Okay, so depending upon the requirement, we generally go with a different set of component types. Okay, now let's create one simple report, interactive report. By default, I just selected that. Based on the report type, the functionalities will differ. Okay, purpose is same. So I'll just say create a new navigation entry. Let's click on this one, and here you can mention whether the source is based on a table or it can be a query. Okay, I just mentioned the table. Okay, make sure that it is available. can just try again. Refresh. Or let's say I'll mention SQL query, EMP. Okay. The report is almost ready, and just click on this one. Okay, now we could see the report, right? So this is our application, and this is our set of components, nothing but the page or a report. So now, whenever you open the page, now let us say when I open the page, what is the first thing is happening? So the browser the browser opened the particular page, nothing but it will send the request to the ODS layer. ODS layer will send the request to the database, and database will process the ODS request, and the response will be sent to the ODS, and this ODS will send the response to the browser. Nothing but like there are two things involved. One is ORDS as well as Apex Engine also. So ORDS is different as well as Apex Engine is different. ORDS is responsible for the purpose of converting your SQL queries to the REST API functionality, but Apex Engine is the one which is responsible for converting your particular metadata into HTML pages. At runtime, whatever you're seeing in the browser, it's a pure HTML page, right? Which may involve JavaScript, Ajax, jQuery, and many other things, even Jet, Oracle Jet also. Okay. So, but Apex Engine is the one which is responsible for generating the page component, and ORDS is the layer which is responsible for maintaining the rest kind of request response in the Apex one. Okay. So this is all about high level architecture of Oracle Apex. Thank you.